My inquiry looked into the negative impact which urbanisation has upon the native bird populations of Perth, Western Australia. As the city of Perth continues to grow and urban sprawl increases, the structure of natural vegetation is changed. This has an indirect influence on the lives and populations of native birds, as their habitats and food sources may become scarce. Other negative consequences of urbanisation which have been documented and which strongly affect Perth's birds include reduced soil quality and water retention. These changes are causing a decrease in native birds in the Perth area, as many species are forced to relocate due to unavailability of habitat or food and water sources. Environmental changes also result in disrupted breeding patterns, further reducing the population of these bird groups. This inquiry was investigated using primarily scholarly books and articles supported by available current news articles and data. This ensured that although the topic is one popularly investigated and currently important in the area specified, only reliable and academic resources were used to determine results. The online search database Google Scholar was utilised to discover and identify appropriate resources. The results were narrowed down by primarily accessing only those which had been published within 5 years of the research project, with a maximum of 10 years for supporting information. International data was accessed in addition to local research in order to understand more of the long-term effects of urbanisation, which have not been observed in Australia. Resources which were not obtained from a reputable or peer-reviewed source were excluded. The news search function was used through basic Google database by entering keywords, in order to assess the level of interest in this topic among the general public at the time of writing. This investigation showed that there is a proven connection between increased urbanisation and dwindling populations of native birds in the Perth region. However, there is less research in areas similar to Perth, where the area of a city grows rather than its population density as the population increases. As a result, there is little available data about the significant long-term effects which urbanisation can have on a city such as Perth. It is actually second-hand or indirect changes caused by urbanisation which result in decreased bird populations. Because of this, the connection is not evident without viewing the proper research and data. In other words, people may see the destruction of native flora and nesting sites, water contamination, as harmful to native birds, but it is actually urbanisation which causes those things to occur. This inquiry would be most suitable for upper primary school students, and I chose to focus on the connection with the Year 6 curriculum. All 3 of the science strands can be covered in this investigation: science understanding, science as a human endeavour, and science inquiry skills. The following content descriptors are relevant to this topic. In biological sciences, the growth and survival of living things are affected by physical conditions of their environment. Students can recognise the environmental changes which will have an impact on native birds. In use and influence of science, scientific knowledge is used to solve problems and inform personal and community decisions. Students identify the problems caused by urbanisation and a number of possible solutions. In processing and analysing data and information, compare data with predictions and use as evidence in developing explanations. Students compare their previous knowledge and preconceived ideas about urbanisation with the research and data which they find. This inquiry also provides teachers with an opportunity to involve students in their local community. An excursion could take place, allowing students to participate in a bird count in Perth or their local area.